What's up, guys? This is Mike here at Casino Comics. Today's video is not the usual comic books I usually show. These are adult-only underground comics from Frank Crumb. Now, I didn't know who Frank Crumb was. My mom got these comics from her sister's husband. We searched all through his shop. He restores antique BMWs and Model A's and stuff like that, and we finally found them in a box. And I bagged and boarded some of the ones that was in better shape. And I went through them because I didn't know nothing about them. So let's dive into this first set of books. Right here, you might recognize him. This is Mr. Natural, issue number 2. This is the second printing, 1970. And this is Robert Crumb, all the way through the book. And if you don't know who Robert Crumb is, he was the founder of the first successful underground comics called Zap Comics. All of these are adult themed. Sex, drugs, all of that. I'm talking about this issue number 2 again. This is the third printing. Issue number 3. I couldn't tell what printing this was. This was printed in 1976. Like I said, these Robert Crumb books all the way through. It's Mr. Natural. You may recognize him from the Keep On Trucking. And issue number 4, 1976, I couldn't tell which printing this was. Either it has different colors, and this looks like the 4th printing, but I'm not sure. Like I said, Frank Crumb, he was a comic book artist back in the 70s, during the hippie movement. Like I said, he's first founder of Zap Comics, first successful underground comics. His characters was Fritz the Cat, Mr. Natural, and in 1991 he was inducted into the Will Eisner Comic Book Hall of Fame. And here, this is issue 0 of Zap Comics. This is not the first printing. I couldn't tell what printing it was. This is Robert Crumb all the way through. This is all new Zap Comics number 1. This is the first appearance of Mr. Natural. This is the third printing. You can tell by the 35-cent cover. And you can also tell by on the back it has who it was printed by. That kind of information on the back cover. This one does not. But this is the third printing. First appearance of Mr. Natural. And we got Death Battle, number 3. It's published by Kitchen Sink Press in 1973. The cover artist was Mike Roberts and the writer Tom Boxwell. At Death Rattle number 2, Kitchen Sink Press, 1973. John Pound was the writer, artist, and the cover artist all the way through the book. Ooh. Can't actually show this cover. This is Bayou Funnies, 1971. Cover artist is Jay Lynch. And the reason I couldn't show that artist, because there's a lot of books I've got, but I can't show all the covers on YouTube because adults only. Right here we got Junk Waffle, number 4, first print. The publisher is Print Mint, and it was published in 1972. And we get back. And here we got Junk Waffle number 1, published by Print Mint in 1971. Now his wife, Eileen, was a notable worker too, and she collaborated a lot with him. This is a publisher, Last Gas, 1971, Slow Death. I got a little damage up there. But she also had her works of her own, and one of her works was Twisted Sister. I couldn't find one of the books in the box I had, but we all recognize that name because the band took the name of her comic soon after that, Twisted Sister. She was a writer, artist, inker, and penciler. Right here we have Zap Comics, issue number 2. This is the third printing, till about a 75-cent cover, and a Robert Crumb, artist, writer, inker, all the way through. There you go, Mickey Rat Comics. This was a knockoff of Mickey Mouse for adults. It was published by Last Gasp in 1972. This is San Francisco comic book, issue number 4. This is 1973. The inker is Jim Osborne. He was the pencil, the script, and the letter. He did it all the way through the book. We got to do this with this one. Right here we have Young Lust, issues number 1 and number 2. Can't show you the cover of number 2, but do it like that. Issue number 2 is second print. It's published in 1971. This is the second print, published in 1971 too. Also had a little series called Moondog. It was just science fiction. And here we have the first print, issue number 1, 2, and 3. That was number 1, issue number 2, and issue number 3. I couldn't find out much about them. I searched all over the place, and I really couldn't find too much information on it except for which print it was. But like I said, this is the first print of Mr. Natural. If it had been the first print, this would have been some money right here. But this is the third printing, and it is, for the third printing, it's actually in good shape the way it was stored. It was in a big brown box just in his shop somewhere. Like I said, his wife Eileen, she worked a lot on his work too. And the way them two met, Robert Crumb already has a wife and a girlfriend, and he met her at a party at his girlfriend's apartment, and I guess they hit it off. Decided to be married. They've been together for 48 years before she passed away. Anyway, that's all the books I got to show you for this video. Like I said, it was underground adult themed comics, and I enjoy doing the research and looking them up. Until next week, I'll see y'all later. Peace.